Smoke a lot, got a permanent cough. Popping them pills again. Used to think you was my dog. Now you are not my friend. Turn myself into a boss. I was born to win. Still know how to handle a loss. Me and Metro going in.
Yo, what's good YouTube? It's your boy Real. I'm KiLLFuN, aka that boy KiLLFuN, and I'm back with another video. Today I'm gonna be teaching you guys, for all my new people that are gonna be on NBA Live 19, I'm gonna teach you guys a couple of tips on NBA Live 18 to help you guys figure out which type of player you want. So getting right into it, you can see I got these type of players. I'm pretty defensive heavy on this game, so I got my wing defender, I got my rim protector, I got my hybrid wing. But we're gonna go into create a player, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna change this around. We're just gonna click done, and I'm gonna introduce you guys to just pretty much all the different type of archetypes that you can make and all their downfalls and positives. So point shooters, everybody knows point shooters on this game, they shoot lights out. If you don't have a hand up, they're knocking it down right in your face. It doesn't matter. The only thing that they don't have is really steals and blocking, but that's pretty much what all of the shooting things. Pretty much all the offensive badges, all the offensive archetypes, they really don't have good defensive archetypes, and that's pretty much they don't have defensive skill sets, so that's pretty much obvious. With the slasher, of course you get dribbling and you get the layup packages like a Russell Westbrook, but again, like I said, they have defense, but it's pretty much you can't really steal the ball like that unless you spam, or you can't really block like that unless you pretty much get lucky. With the backcourt defender, this is probably one of the best type of PGs, and that's because they can get the dribbling and they got the on-ball defense with the steal. They don't get the block, but what I do know is that when you're coming up the court in this game is a really big thing, because unlike 2K, you can actually steal the ball at a really efficient rate if you know what your opponent's gonna be doing. If you know he's trash, you can abuse the man so bad. So that's why I say I like the defensive players in this game. Playmaking is pretty much basically just like how it sounds, just passing and dribbling, layup, rim range shot, whatever. But for PG, what I will say is the most overpowered positions is point shooter and probably backcourt defender, if you know how to use a backcourt defender. I'm gonna go straight to the bigs. This is probably one of the worst builds to ever pick, just because post moves aren't that good in this game. They can be overpowered if you know what you're doing, but they're not to the point where you have to choose this player in order to do the post move. Post moves, they are pretty good, but it's not like other positions can't do the same exact thing. Exactly what I'm trying to say. So this is good, and they have like a mid-range shot, but it's not all that. We're gonna go straight to the stretch big. This is the shooting one. This one is really good, especially from the outside and rebounding. They can do everything pretty much, shooting, mid-range shot, rebounding. The only thing is they can't really block like that. They can, but I'll get into it later. But getting into this last one is the defensive. This is my favorite one, and that's because shot blocking and rebounding, and plus they get a steal. Not a lot of centers can steal the ball like that, but just knowing that when stealing is really easy in this game. I don't know how it's gonna be in 19, but I know it was really easy in this game. And this is just for basically all the new players that are just thinking about coming. If you already played live and you just want some tips or whatever, you can still watch it. But now we're gonna go into getting into it big. This is gonna be my favorite position. This is probably the most overpowered position in that category. Stretch big is also right up there with the rim protector, but I just like the rim protector because I'm more of a defensive heavy person. Now getting into this wing defender, of course everybody know wing shooters, they're literally like a Klay Thompson. They got on ball and they got the 3-point shot, they shoot lights out. The only thing is once you get past a wing shooter, then you most likely aren't going to get a block, and it's pretty hard to steal with them with this position, rather than if it was like with a wing defender or hybrid wing. Getting into the wing score, they dunk the ball a lot. If you're trying to get any type of highlights with dunking, this is the player that you want to choose. But the only thing about them also is their defense. They can't really steal like that unless you know how to steal and or block. But I mean, it's if you want to do highlights, I'd say choose these two, preferably this one. If you want to play the game like defensive heavy, this is the best position to choose, and that's because they can shot block, they can steal, they have on-ball defense, and they have layup. This player can do legit everything. This is the player that I grinded the most. This is the player that I have a 99 overall, and he's the most OP. If I ever need to go try hard, that's the one that I use. This is my favorite type of player, and that is because he can do every single thing. He can shoot, he can dunk, he can lay up the ball, and he can do all types of things on defense. This is the player that I like to build, just because he can do everything. This is another player that can do everything. The only thing I don't like about him is the post moves, that it can go up to 93. If they gave him something different, it would make a lot more sense. Like if they gave him like dribbling or something like that, I feel like this would be one of the best positions. But the only thing is he cannot shoot that well unless you get badges or traits for him. Which leads me to my next thing. I'm going to show you guys which ones. I'm just going to show you two, just to show you like how overpowered it is. But let's do it like this. You know how the wing defender, how I said their downfall is shooting, which it is true unless you grind the game out and you have these badges or these traits on them. I keep wanting to say badges, but you have these traits on them. I haven't finished them because obviously I'm really close to getting them, but I have a rebounding thing on him, which allows his rebounding to be really good. He can go head to head with centers with rebounding. 3-point shooting, I'm right here with it. It's basically practically done, but I haven't played this game in a minute. And I have corner 3, which is almost actually done too, but I can't unlock it because I have to have a mid-range shooting of 88. So I usually I just replace it with something else. Like if I wanted to, I could just put on like catch and finish, and what's another good thing? Early release. He'll be a 98 overall, but I'd rather do the 3-point shooting, and I'd rather do what's it called, the corner 3. And that's because I got a free good trait, but that's because it is the best thing to do. Now the most cheese thing that I have, in my opinion, with traits is the hybrid wing. The hybrid wing's traits literally are unstoppable. They have legit everything that you need. I'm gonna just run through them real quick. I'm gonna show you what they have, and then I'm gonna end the video right here. I just created this player not too long ago, and as you can see, I'm almost done. It's not gonna take that much longer to get all this stuff done. But I have cause 20 ankle breakers and all that other stuff. Their dribbling can go up, their shot off dribble, and their shot blocking. So basically, you know how I said that their downfall was they can't shoot. This shot off dribble is pretty much, it's pretty good. Passing, post defense, post vision. They don't have like, they have just straight like pretty much skill traits as their thing. They have like open 3, open 2. As long as you're open, you will hit type stuff. But that's why I feel like you guys steal to your skill set. But I don't think I'm gonna do that. But that's why I feel like this trait, the traits in this game really make up your player. But in my opinion, I feel like the wing defender and the hybrid wing are probably the most overpowered type of positions in this game, besides like wing shooter and point shooter. And that's just because they can score so easily, because a lot of people don't know how to play defense in this game. But that's all I'm gonna get. That's all I'm bringing to you guys today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully you guys get this heads up on NBA Live 19 on which character you want to choose. Hopefully I helped you guys out on which player you want to choose in NBA Live 19. It's being your boy Real. I'm KiLLFuN, aka that boy KiLLFuN. Leave a like, subscribe, follow me on Twitch, and I'm out, y'all. Peace.
All white like I'm missing. I got TZ in my switch. I dropped 2 cuss in August. Why that mixtape too official? Got 2 of every